What up everybody, how's it going? My name is Johnny's Double and today I am super excited to show you something that I've been working on. Check this out. This is a hero chart I've made with a greater complexity, which is what I think this game deserves. The reason why is because I think Overwatch is a game with a lot more depth than 4 simple categories can explain to us. And if you disagree, go talk to your boy Jeff Kaplan. He's come out before and said that these 4 categories don't really mean anything, they're just a guideline for new characters to help them get around the game. You guys should also know that this is a response video to a video put up by the guys at Your Overwatch. Frito recently put out a video about a month ago in which they talked about the hero roles and what they really mean. Shout out to Frito, by the way, you know way too much about this game, bro. So I'd love to hear your feedback on this and the community's feedback. So now I'm going to go ahead and talk about why I made the chart the way I made it. If you don't want to hear me talk, go ahead and check out the chart yourself in the description below. So yeah, now let's get into this. So I've kept the original primary roles: tank, damage, support, and defense. Now there's secondary roles here. Why? Because I think there's characters that fulfill a bit more than just the single role that they're put on. I think a good example is Zenyatta. He is in the support category as a primary role, but his secondary role can also function as a DPS. I almost thought of actually switching the two because he doesn't heal too much, but he does do a lot of damage. You'll also notice that there is a missing tank. I took Roadhog out of the tank category. Why? Because he doesn't create space, and that is the role of a tank, so I put him in the damage. Well, he doesn't even really do damage anymore, but once he gets buffed up again, I think he'll be okay. But yeah, he doesn't create space, and he used to be a big damage dealer, so I think he should be in the DPS category, that's for sure. I also took Symmetra out of the support category. You're welcome. I put her in the defense category. Now, it was kind of difficult coming up with a subcategory because you can come up with so many if you just think about it hard enough. And what I think makes a subcategory is something that makes it's a response to a problem on the other team or a problem created by the game for you. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the characters and why I put them there, but for example, Initiator. If you're having a tough time walking into a fight or beginning a fight, maybe it's a good idea to have an Initiator on your team. A Ryan Hardshield if you're taking way too much damage, or a Lucio Speed Boost to walk in there quickly, or Zarya who creates a lot of space by bubbling herself and other teammates. And I'm sure some of you could think of another character to put in there, maybe like Divam because of her area denial and her damage denial, so she can just walk in somewhere. Now, we've all played a game in which the backline is just not getting touched, in which a Mercy is getting way too many ults because you guys are just fighting the front of the fight when no one's getting behind there. So maybe picking one of the flankers is a good idea for that. Divers in my little column up here, I define as a highly mobile character with the ability to easily participate in a dive style of engagement. And I think we all know what these guys do. Now, when making the subcategories, I almost made an enabler category, and those are characters that enable a certain type of playstyle. And I had almost all the healers enable the diver playstyle, but I just didn't want to put it in there. But in the future, I think I'm going to make more subcategories, so that's going to be fun. Finally, Disrupt is a category that I really wanted to make because all the other categories are kind of offensive, except for Initiators, but I needed a category that works defensively. Disruptors are something that area denies in a defensive kind of way, or you can do it offensively too, but I want to focus on defensively. It makes sense to have Mei up there because she denies an area. You don't want to get close to her when you dive in there on a team, and she can put up her walls. So you may ask, why is Soldier and McCree up there? Soldier, because if played properly, Soldier should be at the back line, denying the enemy team entrance by simply just spraying damage into them. You should be putting so much damage into them that they should have a tough time walking in, and that's how I think he denies area. And McCree because of his ult, and he kind of works similarly to Soldier in the sense that I think he should be standing at the back line and spraying a lot of damage. Now, what I hope happens when people look at this chart is that they realize that there's a lot more depth and elements to winning an engagement or winning a game, and based on your understanding of those elements, you should be able to pick a character a bit more strategically. It's not as simple as those 4 roles. Now, I want to hear everybody's feedback on this. This is just the beginning. I'm going to make a lot more subcategories, and yeah, this was a lot of fun to make. Once again, I really want to hear everybody's feedback. Please tell me what you think, what I should add, what I made a mistake on. Yeah, I want to begin a conversation. I'm surprised no one has done this, by the way. Anyways, yeah, I want to hear everybody's feedback once again. So yeah, comment in the section down below. Peace out, guys. It was nice doing this. Thank you for listening.